In 2007, journalist and author David Hatcher Childress published a book containing the idea that extraterrestrials had in fact visited Earth and that they had been responsible for the development of civilization on this planet. The idea that extraterrestrial beings have visited or influenced Earth has a long history. Throughout the ages, people have speculated about the possible existence of extraterrestrial life and the role that aliens may have in the development of humanity. Some of the most popular such theories include the ancient astronaut theory, the ancient alien theory, and the ET hypothesis. These concepts suggest that extraterrestrials have impacted the development of human civilization. At the forefront of these theories stands the concept of the Anunnaki, beings from the planet Nibiru, believed to have played a pivotal role in shaping the course of human history. This notion proposes that these extraterrestrial beings could have genetically engineered those of early humans, perhaps molding us into a workforce meant to serve the gods or toiling for their purposes. Additionally, they might have imparted advanced wisdom that propelled our ancestors toward creating the foundations of human civilization. Now the burning question is, can we believe in the ancient astronaut theory? Well, to answer this question once and for all, I'm going to need to take you on a little journey to ancient times, back to 50,000 BC, and back to the beginning of the first known civilization, the Sumerians. Now, to many people, the Sumerian people may seem obscure, but they were actually one of the more successful civilizations that has ever existed on planet Earth. The Sumerians lived in Mesopotamia, at the foot of the Zagros Mountains in what is now southern Iran. They were the first known civilization to develop a writing system, agriculture, and a complex system of government and religion. They built several important structures, including the iconic ziggurats, huge towers of baked bricks used for astronomical functions and as temples to honor their gods. The Sumerians also made significant contributions to astronomy. The Sumerians devised a sexagesimal, base 60 counting system, which is still used in some of today's modern nations, including the USA. The journey into the realm of the Anunnaki commences with an exploration of their origins, firmly rooted in Sumerian mythology. In the ancient land of Mesopotamia, the Sumerians spoke of intricate tales of gods and celestial beings, and among them, the Anunnaki emerged as formidable figures. These deities were not remote cosmic entities. Instead, they held roles of profound significance intricately woven into the fabric of human existence. They were architects of cosmic order, custodians of nature's forces and arbiters of human destiny. Actively engaged in human development, the Anunnaki played diverse roles spanning creation and governance. They shaped the fates of kings, kingdoms, and civilizations, influencing matters of prosperity and adversity alike. Within these roles, their interactions with humanity reveal a dynamic relationship that transcended ordinary boundaries between mortals and immortals. The history of Sumerian literature presents elaborate narratives that showcase the multifaceted involvement of the Anunnaki. Among one of these ancient texts lies the Epic of Gilgamesh, dating back to over 4,000 years ago. It follows a hero's quest for immortality, bringing him into contact with deities, including the Anunnaki. These beings are depicted as holders of knowledge, possessing secrets that bridge the gap between human limitations and divine wisdom. However, it is the cuneiform tablets that provide insights into Sumerian beliefs. These ancient artifacts, meticulously inscribed, unveil the sacred cosmology of the civilization. Through these tablets, the hierarchy of the divine realm becomes clear, with the Anunnaki assuming roles of paramount importance. The details of their interactions with humans recorded in the cuneiform script reveal a tapestry of guidance, gifts, and occasional challenges. Enlil and Enki stand out prominently in the Anunnaki pantheon, embodying contrasting attributes. Enlil, stern and authoritative, governed matters of justice and retribution. In contrast, Enki, often portrayed as benevolent, bestowed knowledge and guidance upon humanity, fostering growth and understanding. Their interactions, conveyed through Sumerian hymns and accounts, paint a nuanced picture of divine dynamics mirroring human complexities. This exploration of the Anunnaki in Sumerian mythology unveils not just a rich tapestry of divine beings, but also a reflection of human aspirations and dilemmas. The Anunnaki's dual roles as cosmic architects and intimate guides form a backdrop against which we can scrutinize claims and speculations that extend beyond myth and delve into the mysteries of human evolution. As we proceed, we cross the bridge connecting myth and theory, where questions about genetic engineering, advanced knowledge, and extraterrestrial influence come into play. ancient astronaut theory offers a fascinating twist to human history, suggesting that advanced extraterrestrial beings played a pivotal role in shaping our civilization's development. This theory challenges conventional viewpoints by proposing that ancient societies received not just knowledge and guidance, but also genetic enhancements from beings beyond Earth. At its core, the ancient astronaut theory suggests that humanity's exceptional achievements in the past might not solely be attributed to human innovation and evolution. Advocates of this theory suggest that interactions between ancient humans and extraterrestrial visitors significantly contributed to leaps in knowledge and advancement. According to this perspective, advanced extraterrestrial civilizations shared scientific insights, technological knowledge, and genetic improvements with our human ancestors. This infusion of understanding, proponents argue, accelerated the progress of civilizations, enabling them to achieve remarkable feats that appear beyond their historical and technological capacities. A key element of the theory revolves around the Anunnaki, ancient extraterrestrial entities thought to have visited Earth in antiquity. Revered in the mythology of Mesopotamian cultures, these beings are often depicted as godlike figures. Proponents of the theory posit that the Anunnaki played a pivotal role in shaping human history by directly influencing various aspects of society. For example, the Sumerian civilization, among the earliest known civilizations, is believed to have acquired critical knowledge in fields such as agriculture, astronomy, and medicine from the Anunnaki. These beings are frequently portrayed in ancient texts and art as influential figures who not only shared wisdom, but also interacted with humans, creating a narrative of dynamic extraterrestrial-human engagement. Clues from artifacts, architecture, and depiction supporters of the ancient astronaut theory point to a wealth of evidence from diverse ancient cultures that they interpret as suggestive of extraterrestrial influence. The construction of ancient wonders, like Egypt's pyramids of Giza and England's intricate Stonehenge, has raised eyebrows due to the precision and engineering required for their creation. Advocates propose that the methods employed during those times might not have been solely human-originated. Furthermore, depictions found in ancient art and iconography add to the theory's narrative. Throughout various cultures and eras, artwork frequently features humanoid figures alongside intricate representations of machinery and objects resembling modern technology. Proponents view these depictions as potential portrayals of advanced technology brought by extraterrestrial visitors. The concept that the Anunnaki, ancient extraterrestrial beings, played a significant part in shaping human evolution and civilization has sparked impassioned debates among proponents of the ancient astronaut theory. This theory asserts that the Anunnaki were not mere spectators, but actively involved in altering the trajectory of human history, potentially influencing human genetics, knowledge, and societal development. Genetic engineering for specific purposes. One compelling argument put forth by proponents suggests that the Anunnaki genetically engineered early humans to fulfill particular roles, such as labor or service to these extraterrestrial entities. This theory proposes that the genetic composition of early humans was deliberately manipulated to serve the needs of the Anunnaki. According to this viewpoint, the Anunnaki aimed to create a workforce capable of performing various tasks, possibly including constructing monumental structures or extracting resources. Two myths, the Atrahasis and the Enuma Elish, are frequently referenced by proponents of the ancient astronaut theory to support their interpretation of genetic manipulation or engineering by advanced beings like the Anunnaki. The Atrahasis is an ancient Sumerian epic that narrates the creation of humanity and the Great Flood. In this myth, Enki, a prominent Sumerian deity associated with knowledge, plays a central role in the human creation story. Tablet 7 of the Atrahasis is often discussed in relation to genetic engineering. In this tablet, Enki is depicted as modifying the composition of humans to address overpopulation. He instructs the goddess Nintu to blend clay with the flesh and blood of a sacrificed god, resulting in the creation of humans. The Enuma Elish is a significant creation myth that involves a cosmic battle between gods and the establishment of order from chaos. In the opening tablets of the myth, the god Marduk fashions humanity from the blood of a defeated god, Kingu. Some proponents interpret this act as evidence of creating humans through genetic manipulation, as the use of blood in the creation process aligns with the notion of genetic engineering. But the creation of man was not a one-time act. In fact, several trial and error experiments have been done. These did not meet the expectations of the Anunnaki gods to ease their burden in the mines and fields. As the story goes, during those times, there were men born with 2 wings, some with 4 and 2 faces. They had 1 body but 2 heads, the one of a man, the other of a woman. They were likewise in their several organs, both male and female. Other human figures were to be seen with the legs and horns of goats. Some had horses' feet, others had limbs of a horse behind, but in front were fashioned like men, resembling hippo-centaurs. Bulls likewise bred there with heads of men, and dogs with 4-fold bodies and the tails of fishes. Even when the biological appearance of man became finely formed, he was yet far from perfect. In the epic of the cattle and the grain, it is narrated that the people of those days did not know about eating bread. They did not know about wearing clothes. They went about with naked limbs in the land. Like sheep, they ate grass with their mouths and drank water from the ditches. The tablets suggest a biological process that resembles a form of in vitro fertilization, involving the principles of life of a god in clay. One source, the text Enki and Ninmah, states that the newly created man shall be an elaboration of an already existing creature of earth. Biologists have discovered that montmorillonite, a type of clay, is a great catalyst in chemical reactions involving RNA and DNA. This suggests that clay may have played a role in the creation of humans, as described in the tablets. One famous and influential researcher, Zecharia Sitchin, took the lead in deciphering ancient texts and initiating discussions about extraterrestrial influence. Sitchin is a prominent figure in the ancient astronaut theory, and his work, particularly in the 12th Planet book series, suggests that the Anunnaki genetically engineered humans for specific purposes, including labor. He drew extensively from ancient Sumerian texts and myths, particularly those involving the Anunnaki. According to his perspective, the Anunnaki hailed from the advanced extraterrestrial civilization on the planet Nibiru. Sitchin's writings proposed that Nibiru, with an orbital period of approximately 3,600 years, brought it close to Earth in ancient times, creating opportunities for interaction between the Anunnaki and early humans. He suggested that Nibiru's collision with a celestial body called Tiamat led to the formation of Earth, the asteroid belt, and the Moon. Sitchin theorized that the Anunnaki, facing a deteriorating atmosphere on Nibiru, visited Earth in search of gold particles for atmospheric enhancement. The Anunnaki arrived on Earth 450,000 years ago, looking for minerals, namely gold, which they began mining in Africa. When Anunnaki miners became displeased with working conditions, it was decided that Anunnaki genes and Homo erectus genes would be engineered to create slaves to replace the miners, thus resulting in Homo sapiens, or mankind as we know it. This visit allegedly led to genetic engineering, where Anunnaki genes were combined with those of early humans to create beings capable of communication, learning, and working. One intriguing aspect of the ancient astronaut theory is its alignment with scientific findings regarding genetic changes. Scientists propose that our DNA, characterized by its double helix structure, underwent manipulation in the past. Remarkably, this timeline coincides with the Anunnaki's presumed visits. This convergence adds an absorbing layer to discussions, suggesting a potential link between the Anunnaki's presence and alterations in human genetics. Some theories speculate that specific attributes or capacities may have been intentionally influenced through these genetic modifications, possibly for reasons beyond our current comprehension. This alignment between genetic alterations and the Anunnaki's potential involvement introduces a thought-provoking thread of speculation. One prevailing hypothesis suggests that these extraterrestrial visitors could have deliberately shaped our genetic code to serve specific objectives. Notably, this might have led to changes in human attributes such as our lifespan, and possibly even downgrading our past spiritual capacities. Proponents of the ancient astronaut theory delve into the extensive collection of ancient Sumerian texts, using them as a primary source of evidence to bolster the idea of Anunnaki involvement in shaping human history. These texts offer a fascinating glimpse into a world where celestial deities descended to Earth and interacted with our forebears. Within this rich tapestry of narratives, some proponents contend that these accounts could possibly point to the presence and influence of extraterrestrial beings like the Anunnaki. To illustrate this argument with a concrete example, let's consider the figure of Sargon of Akkad. Sargon, an Akkadian king who lived around 2300 BCE, rose from humble beginnings to establish the first empire in human history. Sumerian texts describe his birth in a story reminiscent of myth and divine intervention. Sargon's mother, it is said, placed him in a reed basket and set him adrift in a river, a narrative that might evoke parallels with the story of Moses. Proponents of the ancient astronaut theory suggest that Sargon's extraordinary rise could be linked to a divine bloodline attributed to the Anunnaki. They interpret the circumstances of his birth as potential evidence of genetic manipulation or intervention by advanced beings. This interpretation proposes that Sargon's unique lineage, birth narrative, and subsequent achievements could allude to a connection with extraterrestrial entities, influencing his path and the trajectory of his rule. Furthermore, the theory emphasizes the Anunnaki's role in sharing advanced knowledge with early civilizations. Proponents argue that these beings imparted insights spanning various domains, such as agriculture, architecture, and technology. This exchange of expertise, they posit, catalyzed significant leaps in human progress that would have otherwise been unlikely. For instance, let's consider the case of ancient Sumer's irrigation systems. Advocates suggest that the Anunnaki might have introduced innovative irrigation techniques to support crop cultivation. This transfer of agricultural wisdom could have been a catalyst for enhanced food production, contributing to societal growth and the flourishing of early settlements. By drawing from Sumerian texts and exploring the concept of divine bloodlines, supporters of the ancient astronaut theory seek to present a comprehensive framework that challenges conventional historical narratives. The intriguing story of Sargon of Akkad exemplifies how proponents weave together myth, historical figures, and advanced knowledge to propose that the Anunnaki's potential genetic influence and knowledge transmission have significantly impacted the course of human history. The theory that human beings were genetically modified by extraterrestrial beings has received intense scrutiny since its inception. Many scientists have dismissed this perspective, arguing that it is based on faulty assumptions, faulty evidence, or both. Underlying claims about an extraterrestrial influence on humanity's development are several premises, most notably that advanced extraterrestrial societies possessed advanced knowledge and technology. Supporters of the ancient astronaut theory argue that these extraterrestrials might have been members of our own species, or they might have been aliens who came from other star systems. Regardless of their origins, they might have chosen to share their knowledge and expertise with our ancestors. The theory integrates a broad spectrum of ideas and sources, drawing upon not just scientific and archaeological data, but also ancient texts, such as the Sumerian Epic of Gilgamesh and the Epic of Atrahasis. Having been preserved for thousands of years, these texts often serve as our best sources for understanding ancient worldviews and the ways in which people perceive the universe and their place in it. This theory is challenging to believe because of its apparent extreme improbability. However, during an historical period where technological innovation and interplanetary exploration have become commonplace, there is reason to doubt our ability to account for evidence of advanced civilizations on other worlds. Thus, we must explore alternative explanations for the historical record, including the possibility that extraterrestrial visitors interacted with our ancestors. So as we come to an end of this journey, there are still so many unanswered questions waiting to be uncovered. The truth is all out there, it's just our job to find it. So my friends, thank you so much for your time today. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and like button. It helps me make more of these videos. And until next time, remember to always seek the truth.